introduce yourself?
I am a sophomore in the BFA dance department, and as I understand it, I'm going to be asked about Dr. Paul's PPP class.
We're gonna compare and contrast our experiences and see if we had the same struggles or not struggles.
Or not struggles.
Or not struggles. What's something you learned in PPP class that you were able to take and apply this year at UT?
I would say the ability to make a planner and commit to your scheduled times, as well as hit me with that.
I wasn't gonna hit it. I was excited. I was like, yes.
Okay.
Because that's the exact same thing I learned.
As well as also developing a really serious work ethic, and also being incredibly efficient with your time, because you only have so many hours in the day for you to do homework, go to class, eat, and sleep as well. And for you especially being a dancer, your health is paramount to your performance ability. This is
and I swear I saw that exact same thing about 4 hours ago. So yeah, definitely that, because I remember when I first got that assignment, when it came to having to make an online calendar. My dad had tried to make me do that for years, and I never did it, and now I kind of just live off my phone even more. Good job on influencing the generation, Dr. Paul, keeping us on our electronics.
Yes.
What was I have to ask, so did he make you guys print out everything?
Actually, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Okay.
So that
was
not
consistent.
That was not changed at all. And for me especially, that worked very well, or it worked better for me than reading it like off of a laptop or an iPhone or
right. You could interact more, write
exactly.
stuff down,
and like I can mark.
And now it's its
however
own
I
little
want.
like binder book.
Exactly. Like anytime I need to go back and look at the notes that I had on it,
right?
They were right there, and I didn't have to go and reread my notes or rewrite my notes,
right?
Or go read it through again and try and make these critical thinking thoughts about what I was reading, rather than if they're in physical form, I can just write them out and then refer to them when I'm in class discussion and have a much more involved.
It's actually
a much more involved discussion.
That's where I lacked, is I didn't always get the readings done, and so I sometimes just kind of BS my way through class. Okay, so something that I learned during this class was, it was kind of during the process of papers. I know you're a transfer student, and I'm a transfer student, so even before coming to UT, we'd already written research papers and had to get all that done.
Right.
I actually learned how to write a better research paper, to where instead of just throwing in citations, I actually did more research and then kind of created it all with the research and that. I don't know, did you learn anything from that paper process?
I was fortunate enough to have an English professor for a mom growing up. So growing up, she kind of drilled it into me. This is how you write a paper. This is how you cite things.
This is how you sound smart.
And this is how you sound smart. This is how you make an argument. But only through Dr. Paul was I able to get much more proficient at editing my own papers.
Right. Would you learn, like, so what was, give an example of something that you learned with editing?
With editing, so being able to take a well thought out, albeit lengthy thesis, and then grind it down to a very core principle that I'm trying to talk about, and like kind of just cut out all the extra fluff.
He did that for me too, because I was gonna write into I had this one point which was Wendy's the protagonist of the story, and he's like, Sarah, you should just go with that one little thing instead of trying to touch all these other things.
Right.
Anything you want to say to Dr. Paul?
I think the most important thing that Dr. Paul has ever imprinted on me as a young artist growing up and trying to become a professional is that the people who are rewarded in their field are the ones that keep going and believe in themselves no matter what. So with that in mind, I wake up every day trying to make sure that I push forward no matter what it's thrown at me.
I love it. Thank you.
No problem.
You made this easy.
Thank you.
Use your resources.